Good morning, everybody. This is Pastor Rex, and that should be Monday morning. Actually, we're starting here we're really continuing our study of understanding the Bible. We looked at several things last week, looking at the process of interpreting the Bible. We looked at looking at the Bible through 5 eyes, and, we looked at a bunch of stuff. But this week, I want us to look at the overarching story of the Bible. The interesting thing is that the Bible was written over 1,500 years by most likely 40 authors at a minimum, and over that 1,500 years, somehow they wrote one single story. Now, I think that's also a proof of the inspiration of Scripture, that many authors can agree on anything. I know when we go to an ice cream shop, we can't agree on one flavor for the family. So it's a miracle that all of these authors over this huge period of time were in perfect agreement. So this week, we're going to start looking at the story of the Bible. When we think about this story of the Bible, it's really an epic story. Anytime you're covering something for 1,500 years, it moves into the category of an epic in literature. Well, that's really what the Bible is. One group that I thought did a great job of just summarizing the Bible used 7 C's to describe it. And they just looked at the Bible in terms of 7 terms or C words that they used. And those 7 C words were creation, corruption, catastrophe, pointing to the flood, the confusion at the Tower of Babel, and then Christ and the cross, and then the consummation of all times. Now, we could look at that way, but actually this week we're going to be looking at the Bible as if it were a novel, and we're going to be breaking it down into chapters and looking how the Bible is organized and how to really read it from more of a literary perspective as a story that really speaks truth into our lives. Now, sometimes, we get lost in the little details of the Bible, and we study every little word and every little tense, and we separate this book from that book. But I want us to see this total flow of Scripture from end to end, and I think it's the most beautiful story ever told. So we're going to be looking at that, and we'll start tomorrow morning. But let me just mention one thing, because in Genesis 1:1, it says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." Now, we're going to start there tomorrow, but I want you to notice right away, at the beginning of most every book, it introduces the main character in the first few sentences. Well, that's what the Bible does. It says, "In the beginning, God." So who's the main character of the Bible? God is the main character. And that's what this whole story is about. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about God. And I want us to look at it this week. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. Be thinking about the story in this greatest story of all time, and we're going to look at it. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. God bless.